The Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ according to Mark, chapter 12, beginning at the 18th verse. Some Sadducees, who deny that there is a resurrection, came to him and they put this question to him. Master, we have it from Moses in writing. If a man's brother dies leaving a wife but no child, the man must marry the widow to raise up children for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers. The first married a wife and then died leaving no children. The second married the widow, and he too died leaving no children. With the third it was the same, and none of the 7 left any children. Last of all, the woman herself died. Now at the resurrection, when they rise again, whose wife will she be, since she had been married to all 7? Jesus said to them, Is not the reason why you go wrong that you understand neither the Scriptures nor the power of God? For when they rise from the dead, men and women do not marry. No, they are like angels in heaven. Now about the dead rising again, have you never read in the book of Moses, in the passage about the bush, how God spoke to him and said, I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. He is God not of the dead, but of the living. You are very much mistaken. You know, the question of the afterlife is one that has intrigued people from very earliest times. In this morning's gospel reading, Jesus is approached by the members of the Jewish group, the Sadducees, who did not believe in life after death. They approach Jesus as someone whom they know has a different view on this issue to themselves. The question the Sadducees put to Jesus about the woman with 7 husbands suggests that they understood life beyond death as simply an extension of this earthly life. However, Jesus' reply suggests otherwise. When they rise from the dead, men and women are like angels in heaven. Life in heaven is not a mirror image of life on earth. It is qualitatively different. St. Paul speaks about this life beyond death in terms of transformation. We shall all be changed, he says. For one thing, it will be a life with no trace of death in it. In this morning's first reading from the lectionary, it declares that Christ has abolished death and has proclaimed life and immortality through the good news. We would, of course, like to know more about this transformed life. In the Lord's Prayer, Jesus refers to heaven as the place where God's will is done to the fullest possible extent. We are invited to pray, Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The transformation that awaits us is all that God wills for us, our being fully conformed to the image of Christ Himself.